Okay, today I've got another bite-sized lesson for you in which I take one or two of the best licks from a classic song and present it in a way that hopefully allows you to add that lick or two to your arsenal. Today we're looking at Strange Brew from Cream, one of my favorite Eric Clapton licks of all time. This song is just a tour de force of the minor pentatonic scale in the key of A. The chords are A7, D9, and E9. You can play 7s or 9s for the D and E. It's basically a 1-4-5. And the lick I showed you there starts in the second position, A minor pentatonic, right? Your first position, A minor pentatonic, would be at the 5th fret there. And then when people use the second position minor pentatonic, they mainly play the top 3 strings, right? That box, all right? And he works the heck out of that box in this song. The lick I showed you comes from the solo. The solo starts up here at the 13th fret in this box. He wails on those notes a bit and then slides off from that C note, 2nd string, 13th fret, and goes. So what do we got there? We're sliding into 9 on the 3rd string. We're walking up, what's a C major triad, right? C, 8th fret. I've told you many times, we've talked about the minor, the relative minor. So in this case, the relative minor of C major is A minor. He's playing an A minor pentatonic lick that just happens to be a C major triad. So again, barring the 1st and 2nd strings at the 8th fret, pull off from 10 to 8 on the 2nd string, 9, slide down to 7, pull off 5, land on the 1, which is the 4th string, 7th fret, the A note. Now I've seen this is tabbed like a bazillion different ways online, and I've seen different people play it different ways. Some people play it ending with a hammer on pull off 5 to 7 on that 4th string, and it does kind of sound that way on the record, but it's very awkward to play as you just saw, and it doesn't sound as cool. So I've seen it tabbed the way I'm showing you, and I think that's the coolest way and the way that sounds the best. So again, one last time. And then the ending note, the ending figure I should say, slide into 6th fret, 3rd string, 1st string, 5th fret, 8th fret, 2nd string. At this point in the solo, the chord progression is over an A7, so what does he do to punctuate the end of that beautiful lick? He outlines an A7 chord over an A7 chord. These things make sense. Major 3rd of an A7 chord, root of an A7 chord, 7 of an A7. And that 3rd note, the C sharp there, 6th fret, 3rd string, is pretty much the only time he goes out of the minor pentatonic in this solo. And that is, of course, a major scale note, the major 3rd, right? I've seen people play that. It is not that, it's this. Okay? And then he just hangs and kind of waits. He lets that lick breathe. He puts space between his licks, and that's one of the hallmarks of great blues lead guitar playing, right? He does that in the intro. He also does a similar fill lick like that during the verse. The second verse. So learn some of the rest of the licks from this song. They're all out of these minor pentatonic boxes. The solo. Play around with that. I mean, you got 3 notes up here basically that you're playing around with. You got this box, and then you've got your first position A minor pentatonic, which you should know by now, hopefully. Alright, so that's just a teaser, that's a little introduction. Play around with it. As always, thanks for joining me. See you next time.